Hi. Hi, now we will start with the full bloom rose. Once again, working on the dough. Just thin the dough as much as possible. Nine centimeters, the smallest cutter. Use the smallest cutter, press it nicely and wiggle it. Okay, now remove the excess. Just see that it has not been stuck. Take them and put it into your floral pad. Okay, now just give them this side a little bit of corn flour. Start thinning your side once again the same way, just the edges, a quick thin. As I told you, as much as possible stretch them so they look beautiful. Only the top, as I told you, don't go down. We need only crispy edges on the top. So I'm just stretching this as much as possible you can. We don't need any frills. If you get any frills, just give it a quick press. Just press like this. This is the way. It's raining like crazy outside. It's thunders and rains. It's a kind of a storm outside. But still, I thought let's work it because this is a lot more time it is spending for me to show you guys. So I thought today, whatever it is, I want to show you guys this. So just press it. If you find it very frilly, just press it. Okay. Once again, the same technique. Take it through the paper, and then I'm going to use a new bud. Cover the bud. With enough amount of glue, edible glue. Quick poke in the center. As only the first rule, go up as much as possible, cover your bud. The bud should never be visible. Stick it up, the bud. Leave the second petal, go to the third. So when I go to the third, back side, apply a little bit in the behind, go up and close it. Okay, now we have left with three. This three, because we are going to do a full petal, full rose, I'm not going to open them, I'm just going to close them. What I mean to say is, apply a lot of glue if it's coming out. It's the same method I'm going to do. I'm just going to hold it here on the left, the same way. Everything is same, but only thing is I'm not going to open them like how I open for the bud. Okay, the same fan of 3. You can remove it once it's been stuck properly. Remove it. Now what I'm going to do, apply down. I'm just going to close this. apply the same place down here. Once again. Try to close them as much as possible to show it as a nice bud. Don't open anywhere, no need to open up. Okay, see this? The bud has been fully closed. Okay, just as I told you, the down part always, if it's peep out, just squeeze it in and close it and bring it to a smooth level. Okay, now we're going to do the second layer. Okay, now we go for the second layer of the main rose. So what here I do is I thin as much as possible. Once again. It's very easy to roll in this. Hi. Now we are doing now we will do the second layer of the rose. So I have rolled up now. Okay, I'm using the second cutter. Okay, see, the first cutter and the second cutter was there. The first cutter, first layer I've used. Now I'm going to use the second cutter, second size. Okay, just hold it, keep it nicely, and then wiggle it here and remove your excess. And here, as I told you once again, just lift them. You're making it sure that it's not getting stuck. Okay, now once you do that, lift them, because these are 5 petals, so it's hard to lift, as I told you. Now, okay, put it in your floral pad. And now, as I told you how we did for the same thinning, we are going to thin the edges. Okay, we are going to thin the edges, because the more the crispier, the more the beautiful your rose will look. See, when I thin it, when you make it a double layer, can you just see? You have, the edges have come white. You see, the edges have come white. So that's more natural. It will look more natural when you work on it. So make sure you work like that. So the edges comes white. So if you're doing a double layer rose, then this is how you need to work on. See, don't go too much of inside, as I told you before. Don't go too much of inside. Just it should be outside. Just the edges alone, you're just elongating and thinning it. That's it. Yeah, now you've done it. Okay, now see, wherever you have frills, just press it. So we don't need any frills for this. I'm just pressing it so I don't get any frills. Now once again, the help of a paper. Okay, now we have taken in the paper. Okay, the bud what we have here. So now we are going to apply the glue. Okay, as I told you, the glue should be always in the left side. Make it all the left of the petal. Okay, all the left. So turn it, so then only you will know. Make it all the left side. See, you need to glue this nicely because all other petals are going to get stuck from this. So make sure you give a good dab of glue. And now I'll just give a quick poke. So it's been taken off. Okay. Now you can start from anywhere, doesn't matter. So what I do is I go here. Okay, stick the side. Okay, stick the side more properly. Hope you guys are able to see it. Yeah, now the next. Okay, now the second. Overlap just a little bit for each of them. Just a bit. But make sure the overlapping side which has been stuck is firmly stuck. Okay. See this? And now you can open up this side and then enter them as much inside as possible. So where you get this, see, this is the position you need to get. It's a beautiful 5-petal fan you get. So we need that. So remove your paper out. Now we're going to stick this. Okay. Now I'm going to stick only the down part, as I told you, and then close only the down part. This. Okay. See what happens here is, see this, the sides neatly just settle off all the sides also. So I'm not applying on top, only the down part. Quickly you can just stick the down part for all of it. Make sure you keep it firm as well as you stick all the petals neatly down, so nothing is protruding down. Okay. So once when we do this, we are sticking this all around the sides. See this? Okay. Now see, the top layer is empty. Okay. This top layer alone we need to open up now. Now the top layer alone we need to open up. See what I'm going to do now is, for opening up, hold this edges alone. I'm taking a skewer, hold this edge alone, just go in and out. Okay, just go in and out motion. Are you able to see? See this? Just go once again up, from in and out. You can go as much as possible. For all the petals you need to do this. So from here we start opening them. In and out. See this here, this is how we just roll it in a way. Are you able to see? Just in and out, just pull it in and out. Yeah. So I'm just applying there. I don't want too much of opening to be done. So I'm just sticking wherever I feel it's too much out. I'm just sticking it and then sealing them. Okay. Okay, now you would see how it has formed. Okay, very simple. This is the second layer itself we are starting to open up. Okay, now I'm going to do the third layer. So I'm going to use the nude paste, and just same way, just make sure that it doesn't stick to the board. Generally this easy paste doesn't stick. It's very easy to work on. That's why I call it as an easy paste, because it's frills free paste. It listens to you and it gives you a lot of time to work on, not like a gum paste. It gives you a lot of time to work on. See, I've stuck so much, but still see how it has come. Either this side or that side. So I'll use this side. This side I feel more nicer. The layers have come more nicer. So now I'm using the third layer. Okay, there's a third layer and the second cutter. Wiggle it a bit. See, clean comes. Now the same method. Lift them and see. Are they stuck? No. No. So just lift them gently and put back into your floral board, and once again just thin it. So if you feel it's kind of sticky or something, just give it a dab of corn flour. And now the edges. Now only the edges, as I told you. Quickly I'm just thinning it. Okay. Okay, in this third layer, I'm going to tell you something. See, either you can take all the 5 petals, or you can just take 3 petals and start working on it. Okay, I prefer, like, to make it more natural, just 3 petals is fine for me. Okay, I will not use all the 5. Okay, I'm just going to take just 3 of them to work on, not all the 5. Just thinning it, because as I told you, no frills is needed, because when you do a rose there's no need to have frills on it. A clean finished rose we will do. Okay. Okay, now what you can do is, always you can cut them. See, I want only 3, as I told you. I'm just going to take only 3 from this. Okay, this is 1. Okay, this is 2, and this is 3. I'm going to take this back out. So I have 3 petals. Now I'm going to use these 3 petals directly to stick it on. Now the glue, I'm going to take it as a V shape. Okay, apply the glue as a V shape. Anywhere, start from anywhere. Just go ahead. Don't be too up. Okay, I've closed this here. Okay, the next. I want a little bit, very teeny weeny little bit overlapping. Okay, of the first and the second, and the third. I'm just going to do here is, see this, I'm just going to do here like this, and then stick this on. Okay, after doing this, now what I'm going to do is take my skewer and then frill it once again, each side. I'm going to frill each side nicely, and then squeeze this a bit so it bends nicely, gives you a natural effect. So in and out, and then squeeze them. Same way, in and out, in and out, in and out. Okay, and squeeze the edges. Now see, now your center is already made nicely and we are starting to open the petals. Okay, so now one more layer I'm going to do. The one more layer, once again, let me take the paste what I have. This paste will, like when you're working it on, as I told you, no need of too much of corn flour or anything. Only when it's kind of sticky you feel you use, or else generally no need at all. Okay. Both sides actually you can work on and then see which side has more nice marble effect, so you can work accordingly to that. Now take your cutter once again, the second size cutter, press it, wiggle it, then you take this out. Now quickly work on them, just see if they are stuck, just release them. Carefully lift them. Once again, use your ball tool and thin them as much as possible. The more the thinning, the more the beautiful your petals will look. So don't be afraid to thin as well as like work on it in the sides. Okay, a little bit I'm applying corn flour because I don't want it to get torn. It will not, but still being a bit cautious about it. Sometimes I do also for the more realistic ones, the advanced sessions. So I tear some of the petals so it looks more realistic. So it's all about your imagination. The more you see the real flowers, the more you can capture accordingly. So now I'm working on all the petals. Okay, now wherever I feel I have the frills, I'm just pressing them down, nothing. I'm just pressing them down with my palm. So it becomes more clean, okay? Now, once again, we have the paper, turn it back, lift it which side you want it, either this side looks too pinky, this side looks more nicer. So what I'll do is this side I'll put it inside and that one as an outer. So once again here I'm going to, because I'm opening the petals, I'm going to do a V shape glue. See, not too much and not too less should be done. So try to work out in a way where you can give a good amount of glue so it doesn't come out. Now the same way, quickly poke it and then take it up. Okay, in this what I do is first I start up with in between of these two. Any first petals is in between of these two. Okay, can you see? In between of these two petals, I'm going to bring one petal. Okay, what I'm going to do is lift it like this nicely and then stick them like this in the sides. See that? This is what I mean to say. Okay, like that, everything. Okay, now release your paper and start working on the petals by bending them. Just frill them with your hands also. It should not be very perfect. If it's very perfect, then it looks very artificial. So just, that's the reason I don't do it before sticking them. Because if I do before sticking them, they look very perfect, and which I don't need that. Okay, this should be perfectly right. Sorry. Bend them to the core and then start working on all the petals. Make sure all the petals has that bends. You can squeeze them if you think more, then you can just squeeze them off. Okay, this is the rose which you get in. So this is more than enough for a beginner to know what kind of a rose they want to make. So this is a very simple rose, the simple technique which I have given for them. So this is more than enough for them to do the rose. Very simple. It's just 4 layers. One is the center, then the second one is half open, third one is just 3 petals, and the fourth one is fully open. So totally it is only 4 layers, and you get such big rose. See this? Such big rose.